they're like very much like, woo, you know.
But people can also do what they want. We're in Amsterdam, right? And very open mindset.
Oh, I'm gonna go to a prostitute to like have relations. I think that's different.
She could have, I don't know, murdered someone, you know, but...
Have you?
No. I wouldn't tell you as well, probably.
You say sometimes jokes like that. Oh, I'm gonna show my boob. Yeah, I mean, up to the knees, I guess is fine. Yeah.
Like, I think it would be just, I don't know, disrespectful.
Welcome to Unfiltered.
Thank you.
What are your names?
I'm Sophie.
Yeah, I'm Jacob.
And how old are you?
I'm 24.
Same.
Both 24.
Yeah.
And how long have you known each other?
We've known each other
since April 5th?
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah.
So like 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
A little less than 2 years.
Yeah.
Did you start dating right away when you met? How did you meet?
We met at her company, like Friday night drinks. I had a roommate that was an intern there. And she'd been trying to push me to come to one of these events, and one day I was like, all right, let's check this out, and that's the first day we met.
So you met at the party there?
Yeah.
Did you hit it off right away?
I think so.
Yeah. How soon was it before you guys were dating?
I mean, officially dating a couple months, like maybe 2-3 months after we met.
Yeah, but going out, we started pretty
like right away.
Right away, Who asked you out first?
I would say me.
I would say you as well.
But you had pretty clear signs that this was going to work out.
I mean that I liked her.
Yeah. And so, I guess props to your roommate for. She gets the credit.
She had tried telling him like before. She was like, I have a really cute roommate, like let me show you pictures. I was like, okay, weird, but sure.
So you arrived already having a little bit of a reputation ahead.
Apparently.
To kind of smooth the introduction.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. What city is this? Where are you guys from?
I'm from Rio in Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm from Sweden, a little village called Hedviken, but we met in Rotterdam.
Yeah.
In Rotterdam, where you're both living right now in Rotterdam.
Now in The Hague.
Now in The Hague,
yes. Are you living together, or so you moved in?
Yes.
Yeah, it was not like something that was for sure going to be in the works, but I was studying in Rotterdam, and then when it was time to find a job, I was looking around, so in Sweden, Scandinavia, Luxembourg, and here. But once I got my job here, there's very little time to find a place before I start as well. And I mean, we got along super well. And she said she would be happy to have me over. So we thought, okay, then we can use it.
Yeah.
Kind of turn it into a trial period, I guess.
Yeah. And how's the trial going?
Going well.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so too. It's a small place, and I think we have ambitions of where we want to move and so on. But it's been
just
a nice...
something bigger for sure.
Yeah, it's been a nice opportunity to get to know each other.
Oh, I would imagine, especially in a small place. Is that causing any tensions, having to share such a small apartment?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it gets like crowded very easily, you know, because it's a small space. So like if you see a little bit of a mess, it looks like a big mess.
Yeah. Who is more upset when there's mess in the house?
Me.
Yeah. You're more chill about it.
Yeah.
Jacob. Yeah. Which area of the house is it that bothers you the most when it's messy?
I guess like we have like a table with some chairs, and then like there happens to be like, oh, I'm gonna put my clothes here after work. I'm like, yeah, but we can put it away rather. And I think that's where it annoys me the most, I think.
Yeah. Do you think that will be solved with a bigger place, or do you think it would just become a bigger problem?
I think it would just be like less in my face, you know, so I wouldn't care as much because there's more space to pollute, I guess.
More space to pollute. That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah.
But overall, you're happy with the decision to move in together?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do your friends think about you guys as a couple? Have you met each other's friends?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're very happy for me, and I think it's been also an interesting time because once you finish your university and start working, you start making different friends and so on. So that kind of transition period has also been in the same time that Sophie and I met and also got closer. So from my point of view, when I catch up with my friends and so on, we're catching up on each other, talking about the things that Sophie has done, for example, or things that we've been up to. And they always think I'm very lucky to have Sophie as my girlfriend.
Yeah. Sophie, do your friends feel the same?
Yeah, my friends really like him. He went to Brazil also to meet like very core childhood friends. So that was really interesting because I think the vibes are different from like Brazilian people to Europeans. And I was curious on how he would interact and stuff.
They're a lot more expressive there in Brazil than in Sweden.
Yeah.
Yes, for
They're
sure.
like very much like, woo, you know? So I thought it was cute to see them interact, and they all really loved him there, so it was nice.
What do you guys do?
I am doing an internship at Danone.
Denon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the yogurt.
Yes, the yogurt company. Okay.
Exactly.
And I work at ABN AMRO.
Okay, the bank there. Yeah. How is that?
I enjoy it. It was part of a traineeship, which means that they kind of expect you to take up a bit more responsibility from the start and then grow into that position. So it's been challenging, and I think I've learned a lot. And I think now I'm also starting to understand what I can do to kind of grow there. And I'm starting to understand the nuances of what I'm doing a bit more, the politics within the bank.
Oh, there are a lot of politics there at the bank. Yeah, I would imagine. There's that, what is that book, Proy? I see it actually everywhere about ABN AMRO with the snake, the slang that's kind of eating something. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, there's some book about the predatory nature, I guess, of ABN AMRO.
Okay, interesting.
How do you split your finances?
We do it 50-50 most of the time. Like we don't, I don't know, like he gets something and then I get something and then he gets something, you know, it's kind of like we divide it like that mostly.
I think, since, for example, Sophie is not fully working yet, and rent and so on still comes from her parents, I think once we get our own kind of bigger place and so on, we want to define it a bit better.
Yeah.
We also don't want to make a big deal out of like specific or money in general.
You're not sending each other tickies?
No, we never want to send each other a ticket. No.
Yeah.
No.
Don't think that has never happened before.
Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday, actually.
How did it come up?
My sister and her boyfriend, like they sent each other tickies and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, I think that's kind of weird. Like, you just get something from me, I'll get you something next time. Like, I'll be mindful of that, and then I can get you something nice also. You know, that's what I think it's nicer.
It's certainly not a part of either of your cultures, right?
No.
Yeah, backgrounds. It's more a Dutch thing.
For sure.
Yes, to do that. Yeah. So now that you've been together a little bit, you're living together, have you had discussions about next steps, about marriage or kids?
Not discussions as such, but I think we're very excited talking about the future and all the things that we want to do together, and the implications of natural next steps and so on. But we're still young.
So you're not in any rush to get married or have kids. What kind of family backgrounds do you come from? Big families, smaller families?
Yeah, I mean, Brazilian families have a reputation, let's say. So my family, they're very, like my close-knit family, like my parents, my sister, cousins and stuff, we were all very, very close. So I guess, big family, but with the years, like everyone's kind of also gone into their own thing. also me and my sister live here, so we're like.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is that nice?
Far. Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Jacob?
I'm a smaller family, not
Not as
similar
big.
to a Brazilian big family. I also moved to Luxembourg with my family when I was 10 years old. So yeah, like Sophie said, with my close-knit family, I'm very close with them. My family is not that big as such.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask just some general attitudes questions. They're not necessarily within the context of your relationship, but just generally. How do you guys feel about looking at porn? Does it bother you if your partner is watching it or no? Would it?
I think it's like, if it's a regular thing, maybe not. But if it's, I don't know. I never thought about it. Do you have an answer for it?
I think we've like kind of talked about porn, like, oh, do you watch it and so on. But I don't think it's something that either of us have necessarily done. I think
You're not porn watchers?
no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. How about, so are you I assume you're in a closed relationship, you're not seeing other people, so not an open relationship.
No.
Do you think that that's wrong or just something that's not for you?
I think that's not for, I mean, speaking for myself, it's not for me. Yeah. Then it's like more than don't be in the relationship, you know, like if you want to see other people, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the same for me. Yeah, when I look at a relationship, I look at two people. But people can also do what they want. We're in Amsterdam, right? And a very open mindset.
There are lots of different kinds of arrangements here. Also, prostitution. Does that bother you guys that it's out there and right around the corner?
Not really.
Not at all.
No, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's also like touristic for Amsterdam, like to have the red light district and stuff, and I think that's normal, kind of here. So.
Would it bother you if your partner went to or had been to a prostitute before you guys got together?
I think yes, it would have. I think it depends on the context as well. Like, did you go with like friends for a haha, like, you know, night out when you were 16 for, you know, that I think is a different context of like, oh, I'm gonna go to a prostitute to like have relations. I think that's different.
Sort of wouldn't be so great if it was like a deliberate going to do it.
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
Of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jacob, would it bother you if Sophie had done like an OnlyFans or other adult stuff in the past?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Have you talked about that?
I've joked about selling like foot pictures, like as a joke, but yeah.
Yeah, but she said, you say sometimes jokes like that. Oh, like, oh, I'm gonna show my boob to like get this thing that I want. You know, maybe they'll give it to me.
It's like
but
funny.
I feel like you're always teasing me because I don't like.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
To get a rise out of him.
Yeah, just for
a
fun.
little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. When I was or like time ago back in Luxembourg, me and my friends, we did kind of for the shits and giggles go to one of these clubs, and I told Sophie about it. She didn't like it, but she was also like more teasing me about it than actually mad.
What kind of club?
Like a strip club.
Okay. Yeah. And if she could earn amazing amounts of money selling pictures just of her feet, would you want her to do it?
I mean, if the feet, yeah, sure. For amazing amounts of money, yeah. If she wants to do that, she can do that.
So feet's okay. Is there like a point on the body where you'd be like, I'm not so happy anymore?
Yeah, I mean, up to the knees, I guess, is fine.
Up to the knees, okay.
That sounds very conservative.
Yeah,
like a long
skirt. Yeah.
Below that is fine.
Nah, I mean, yeah, if she wanted to do that. I mean, if it was her main like mission in life, I think like there are
better things.
Yeah. But,
I don't know if it's anybody's mission in life
or
to
like
sell foot pics.
Yeah. But it gives a lot of money apparently.
Apparently,
some people say
for some women, but doesn't bother you that it's out there and people are doing it. It's just, and as long as it's below the knee, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on. How about age gaps in relationships? Does it upset you to see like a really wide gap in a guy and a girl?
I do think like a bigger gap than like 10 years, it's a bit weird. I just usually see like very old men with like very young girls, and I think also like in Brazil you see a lot happening in like very poor areas, let's say, and I do think that that's like bothers me in the sense of like, oh, this girl has like, she's so young, like how can she have the maturity, you know, to be in that kind of relationship? But again, people kind of can do whatever they want. But I personally don't think I would be in a relationship with a much older guy.
No. Does when you see that and it bothers you, do you think that it's like she's not fully aware of what she's doing, or she's not getting enough out of it? What is it that bothers you about that?
I think it's more like the aware. I think when it's a much older, I will talk about like a much older guy and a much younger girl, there's like a lot of a like kind of like power relationship that's like, you know, she's young, she doesn't really know, she cannot stand her ground maybe, as well as like a more mature woman. And I do think it's a bit weird for like a, I don't know, a 50-year-old guy to be dating a 20-year-old and think that's normal, because you know, it's like daughter's age.
So that seems weird to you.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacob?
It's easy to look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's wrong. It's easy to judge those situations. I think like your first assumption can kind of be in line with what Sophie said. Like, yeah, maybe it looks a bit strange, but it's more a concern to me if, yeah, let's say you have a girl that is very young, or like around 18, 20, and then with someone that's 10, 15 years older, yeah, then that's a bit off to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to the porn thing, would it bother you if your partner was fantasizing about someone else sexually? Would that trigger you to find that out?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we both we hold each other close, and we both kind of want what's ours.
Yeah, like I think it would be just, I don't know, disrespectful, you know, like it's kind of a sort of cheating thing, like why do you feel the need to? So yeah.
So you think it's like cheating or cheating adjacent to be fantasizing about someone else?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
What about just looking?
I think it's like, of course, if you see an attractive person, you can be, oh, this person's attractive, but I think to be like, oh my god, the person is like insanely hot, then it's a bit like, okay, you know, like I think, I don't know how to explain it, but like the person you're with should be like the person for you, you know, like the most beautiful person, because you know all about them. And if you are looking at other people and feeling attraction and not just being like objectively, oh, that person is good looking, then I think it's a bit, yeah, not the nicest.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do a lot with your imagination, right? And if you're fantasizing about other people and that's filling your head, eventually I think you open yourself up to a mindset that maybe the grass is greener somewhere else always. But if you just focus on what's in front of you, rather than, let's say, letting these other kinds of thoughts penetrate your mind, I think you're a lot better off. Because it's the same with many other things in life.
If you could read your partner's mind, would you want to?
Personally, no, I think.
No?
No, that's it's a bit boring.
Okay, fair enough. I see what you mean.
Like, I don't want the certainty of knowing what's going on, and her mind takes away the fun of it also. Like, because, I mean, listening to the way she thinks about certain things, or her telling me her opinions and so on, that already lets me see the beauty of how she thinks and how her mind works without seeing everything else that's going on in her head. We all have our own things.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
You'll back that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Jacob, do you think that there's things that are bouncing around in dark crevices of your head that you'd be like, ooh, better just let that be in there. I'd rather she not know about those things?
Depends what you mean, I guess.
Everybody has random thoughts, right? That are darker thoughts or weirder thoughts, right?
Yeah, I think I'm like nothing. People can have very dark thoughts and so on. I don't think my mind is that troubled, but I think I make my own problems bigger in my head because I don't tell her about them. And I also think I put pressure on myself to also try to be good or try to deliver, and also for the future. I mean, I look when I'm with Sophie, and together with Sophie I also look at the future and all the things that I should be able to do also to make her happy, let's say, in this world. And I think those kinds of pressures or like issues that I face day to day that build up, I don't necessarily tell Sophie about them.
Do you think it would be better if you did or no?
I don't know. I think I'm quite used to also just everyone has their own little things, right? That's how I look at it. And I think I want to take ownership for the things that I struggle with as well, that don't necessarily have something to do with Sophie, in the sense that she's not kind of causing those troubles. If I have something that troubles me, or like Sophie has done something that triggered me, then I do tell Sophie, and sometimes things build up, and then eventually I also blurt them out. But if I look at this good or bad, I don't know.
Sophie, do you think that it'd be better if Jacob shared more things, or do you feel shut out of his thoughts in any way, or no?
No, not really. I think I'm also very open. Like any random thought I have, I voice it. Mm-hmm. And so I think it also opens the space for him to, if he has the most random thought, he can also share it. And sometimes I do press him a bit. I'm like, tell me what's going on, or something like that. But I've never felt shut off in any way. No.
Mm-hmm. When you have disagreements other than about how much stuff is on the table, what are the things that you guys tend to discuss or have to work out?
I think because we're passionate about each other and we're so close, the smaller things can also turn into they take the spotlight, right? Because
we're also very stubborn.
We are very stubborn. Yeah. That's also true. So things that maybe in hindsight don't matter that much, similar to thing of let's say I leave my shirt on a chair on the table.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I was trying to give an example of when we argued.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a recent argument we had.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel sometimes I like things to be done in a very specific way. Or I think my way is the right way, which usually is. But, so I tell him do things this way. And then he feels he's not being appreciated for just doing it. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm yeah, but it's not done all the way correctly. Or he's missed something,
Jacob, is her way usually the right way?
I want to say no, but kind of yes. It's a bit annoying sometimes, but it's if I do something in my head, it's perfect way to do it, and then sometimes she'll be do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. Eventually, when we do it that way and it works, then it's a bit ego shattering that especially when it happens like
Immediately.
or a couple times.
Are you thinking about a specific thing?
And I was just we're building a closet basically for her sister, so we were, but her sister and her boyfriend built it wrong. We had to kind of
like
Was this an
undo
IKEA
it.
thing?
yeah, we had
Okay.
to take it apart and put it back on and so on. There was something with that you had the right way, and I was doing it a bit more efficiently, I think.
Yeah, there are a lot of relationships that have been lost over putting together IKEA.
For sure. It's a tense moment for sure.
It's good. It was mostly complete. We just had to readjust a little
For
bit.
sure.
Yeah.
I asked this a little bit, but I'll ask again. You have thought about marriage and kids, and specifically, do you want to also have a large family eventually, Sophie, or what are you thinking?
I think like now I understand the cost of a family, like how much it actually financially costs. Like when I was young, I wanted like a bunch of kids and stuff, but now I think 2 are like good, 2 kids are good. And then my parents are very much like Latin parents, so they're always with us, they always want to be with us.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way I think it's going to be a big family regardless, also his family and everyone together. It's going to end up being a big thing always.
Even if you don't have that many kids. But it's mostly a resource. Like if Jacob rose up to VP there at ABN AMRO, would you want to be like, oh hell, I'm just going to have a lot of kids?
I don't know, actually. Like, I think it depends also like where I'm at, and if I feel like we both have the mental capacity to also like provide for all these kids. And the time, the resources, like not just financially as well.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want a family, and some kids would be nice, but not too many. Yeah.
What would be too many for you?
I think more than 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean.
You come from a family of 3.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying 2. But. Yeah, you want the. I mean, if I look at your family, 2 kids, the dynamic is very strong in your family.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like the parents, they have enough capacity to also like devote focus and kind of focus on you, like you're splitting the focus between the 2 of you.
Yeah.
And I think with 3 maybe it's less so.
Do you think it was too many for your parents?
I think at times, yeah, because we're 3 brothers, all 3 years apart, and I think that's been a lot of male energy in the house, especially for my mom, who ends up being the one who had to take care of us. And it's, I think, it's very difficult. She did a very good job, but I think it is very, very difficult. And my parents did it both working full time, and sometimes it's weird to understand how they manage that.
Are they still together?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are now. There's only one sibling left in the house. The other one is in university, so it's getting more silent in their home. Yeah.
Yeah. Your parents are still together as well.
Yeah.
It's nice. So given your ages, I've assumed you've had some previous relationships before this. Did you have long-term relationships?
I had 1 long-term relationship before this one.
Did you live with him?
No, it was long distance.
Okay.
He was back in Brazil.
While you were here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it didn't work out because it was just not working out to be long distance, or was there something else that?
No, I think it was just the distance, really. Like, I used to go university break and stuff, and that was like longer periods of time. But I think with getting internships and looking more to finding a job and getting into a master's, all those things kind of, just fizzled out, like the passion and the love, I think.
Because they weren't there.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, not as long term as Sophie's, but yeah, I had like 1.5 years. Yeah.
With someone, and didn't live with them?
No, I was it was during the time I was a teenager.
Okay, yeah.
I was about to start studying university, and half of it was pretty much long distance. But I think at the time I was also quite. I was a bit immature, I feel like, and I feel like also, it just didn't pan out because I felt it was taking up too much time that I wanted to kind of put into myself for getting into a good university. I felt like I didn't have the time to focus on my own kind of growth actually, and that was why eventually.
So she was cutting into attention that you could have put elsewhere.
Yeah, I think that there were some like drama because we were young, and her living going off to university, and eventually I think the feelings kind of faded, and it was just crossing over with me feeling like I was not getting enough out of my time in the relationship, and it was slowing myself down. It wasn't making me better. Yeah.
Seems like you guys have overall had not that many relationships. Would it bother you to be in a relationship with someone who had had lots of relationships or had a high body count?
I think it's like, I see relationships very like you're committed, you know, like you see a future with that person and so on. So I think like if you have so many relationships, like what happens? Like what is the commitment issue there? Because I think being in a relationship for a couple of months and then breaking up, it's kind of like, okay, but then what's the point? Maybe it's also because in Brazil, we're more like the, I guess, hookup culture and like just going out on couple dates is not that serious. So for us, it's very more like
you don't have a lot of that.
I mean, we have, but like relationships are more like, okay, you really found that person, like you got to know each other for a long time and you're certain. So high body count, not necessarily, unless it's like, I don't know, like crazy amount. But
what would be a crazy amount?
Like 50. I think that's weird.
If she'd hooked up with 50 guys, would that bother you?
That would be a little bit strange, yeah, I think. Also, like, still quite young, so
yeah.
I think there would be some questions as to that. But, it's something, I've never faced that dilemma in real life. For example, when I think of when I just met Sophie, I didn't know anything about her background or what she'd gone up to. I just liked her for who she was the time we were spending together. Like as she was, like how she was as a person is something that I really enjoyed, and I think like she could have, I don't know, murdered someone, you know, but
have you?
No. I wouldn't tell you as well, probably.
You answered fairly quickly.
Yeah, no, so I liked her so much that at that time I feel like in my head I didn't care like what it was, you know, because she just seemed like a genuinely good person, and that kind of stood above. So
Sophia, would there be certain things in the past of Jacob that you'd be like, oh no, I don't want to touch that?
I mean, murder, yeah.
Other
like,
things though.
If he was, I don't know, like just generally like, I don't know, stealing stuff, like, you know, kicking elderly people on the street, like I wouldn't want that for myself.
No kicking elderly people on the street.
Yeah.
Regular healthy people, it's okay.
Depends what they've done, you know. Some people are a bit dumb out in the street, so. Fair
enough. Sophie, do you think that having a lot of casual sex is wrong?
I don't think it's, I guess it depends, like, on, I don't know. If the person wants to, I think that's like my personal choice is not to have it. Like, I don't see myself as like a casual doing that stuff. I think it's more intimate and something that you have with more, like, you build a relationship a little bit, you got to know each other better, there's like a connection. But I don't also judge people who do it. Like, everyone can do what they want.
Mm-hmm. Did either of you grow up in a religious family?
My family is Catholic, but like, yeah, like spiritual family, but not really like crazy religious.
Yeah. Neither of you is practicing any religion at the moment. You don't really consider yourself to be religious?
I consider myself like Catholic, but not super actively like going to church and stuff.
What are the things that you feel like make you still connected to Catholicism?
I think it's like trying to be a good person, having like positive thoughts, and like if you talk to yourself, you're talking also to the universe, you know, and it's kind of like a higher spiritual thing. So that sort of thing, I think.
The Catholic Church is fairly conservative in a lot of ways. Do you share its views on things like abortion and gay marriage? No. You're all for it?
Yes.
Well, actually, if you got pregnant accidentally right now, would you keep it? What would you do?
I think it's like, thank God I never had to make the choice. But if I have to say, like, kind of without having the feeling of like, oh, I have a kid inside me, you know, like, I would say yes. I would not keep it. Like, I would go. You would go and get rid of it if you had it. Yeah. Because it doesn't fit your life right now. No, I don't have financial, emotional support to have a kid. And you don't have the moral feeling that it's inappropriate to do? No. Oh, okay. No. Yeah. It's the same with the gay marriage question. No problems with that. No. If Sophie changed her mind and wanted to do a threesome with you with another woman, would you want to do it?
I mean, no. Just imagining Sophie coming, this is funny. But first of all, I would think she's a bit crazy for switching up like that. And it's not something personally that I would be like, oh, this is something that's super exciting. If it was something that Sophie was like, oh, I really need to fulfill it, like this is on my bucket list, this is really important to me, sure. Like, if it's important to you, yeah, that's what I think. Neither of you have had that experience in past relationships? No. How long was it before you said I love you to each other? Do you remember when that happened? Do you remember when it was? Like, how long after? I'm trying to think. I feel like not that long. I think when we started seeing each other, like full time, you know, like a lot. I don't know, maybe like a month and a half after? No, it was more. It was at least, I think, 3 months. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I remember vaguely. I think like around 3 or 4 months. Who said it first? Me. Yeah. I was super shy about it, for sure. Do you remember the circumstance? I don't know if it was the first time, but we were I was living with a couple other students at the time, in a house in Rotterdam, and we were in my room, and then I was like, yeah, I gotta say something. You were feeling the pressure to say something? No, I was not feeling the pressure. I wanted to, because I feel like she didn't believe that I was like actually liking her, and then I was like, I want to show her how I feel in a sense. So I put myself out there. It felt like I put myself out there a lot by saying that. Yeah. Was that your experience, that you were kind of like, I don't know if he really likes me? No, it's just he was very nice from the start, and like very open about his feelings, and like he would compliment me like all the time. Not love bombing,
but like, you know, it was like very open and like excited to see me all the time and so on. So to me, I was like, this guy is either like an insane player, like he's done that with all the girls he's dated, like 100%. So I was kind of like unsure in that sense, but not like, oh, I don't think he likes me, I thought he likes me. But it was more like, does he do this with like every other girl?
Is this just how he is with everyone he's with?
Yeah, exactly.
Super nice.
Yeah, super excited, gives super many compliments and stuff.
Nah.
So.
But it was just her.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt very. It just was. I blurted it out, and I would feel stupid because she would like laugh it off or like say I'm dumb. Like she wouldn't take it for that I just like I meant it, because I think as you said, you were not sure what I was on about.
Is that how she reacted when you said it? How did she react? How long before you said it back?
I think when he said it, like I also felt it, so I said it back.
No, I think that's not something I was like.
Yeah,
saying,
no. It took some time, yeah.
I think it was more like trying to flirt with her, tell her she looks good,
and I was like,
compliment her, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does she look good?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're happy?
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on Unfiltered.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.